We're back here at Waterman Mountain. This is the ski area. We park one mountain east of here, mile marker 58. We're gonna come out down there by Buckhorn, and we're going to look at all this snow. We're going to take my truck back to where the Pacific Crest Trail crosses the two by mile marker 5860 and leave it. Lewis with me?
Hey.
Neither one of us have crampons. I don't even have gloves. But we're not expecting this much snow. Chains required. We don't need no stinking chains. This parking lot's at mile marker 5860. There it is. 3 points. You got 3 points. You park here, you got a little horse thing. You can tie up your horse. A couple of these horse trails you can use horses. PCT right here. Right here goes down, across the road, goes up around the back side of this. That's where we're going. We did not count on this snow. We didn't count on it at all. I brought this light jacket. That's it. Didn't even bring my down. I was gonna bring my down, but didn't. His pack's big for comfort. Mine's big for comfort. We're both even bringing chairs. Both bringing good food, and got a map book and maps, sunglasses, binoculars, more knife, canteen, cooking water, canteen, fuel. There's no water en route that I know of. We could melt the snow if need be. In here, got a bandana, lip balm. Like I say, I got maps, compass. Both trying out our bivvies. 4-season. What are they called?
Outdoor Research.
Outdoor Research Advanced Bivvies. That's it. Light, paracord, allergy, headache, whistle. Oh, I'm gonna put a clip at the end of this video where last time lost the trail back there. I turned around, was coming up between that saddle there, ran into some bears that turned me around. You can't really see them on the footage. You can hear a little bit of them. You can hear them huffing and puffing, leaning against a tree, breaking a tree down, demonstrating their strength. So it turned me back around. I came back. I dropped down the road over there to the PCT, and I came back up the road. So today we're going to the backside. See, the PCT comes down from that parking lot, drops down, headed south. Look at how fast the snow's melting here. But it comes down, crosses this road. Make sure you listen. Don't look, just listen. Because cars come by here fast. Picks up over here. See that Pacific Crest? The book says 300 yards. I think it's a little bit less than that. Where it splits. When it splits, you want to take the one to the right. I guess it is about 300 yards. Road's right back down there. You'll come up to this Silver Crest, Pacific Crest. Continues down. This goes down to Cooper Canyon Campground. Continue on 24 miles or 21 miles? 21 miles to Baden-Powell. So down here a little ways, Rich and I crossed the road many times on these silver moccasin. I'll be doing that again, going the opposite way with the original specs. The original last 11 miles on the west side differ. But we're going to take this way. Not looking for us this time. I hope.
Yeah. No kidding. Hey, that's the reason.
We're sitting here walking along, and I take a look at the skyline. Here's the trail we came up. Look what was above us. A good 3 tons of a tree.
just balancing, just to come crashing down. As soon as that one breaks, it's gonna give way right on the trail. Regular boots, no crampons, no snowshoes. Look at that. That's raccoon. Raccoon action. See that? That's raccoon. Jump down. Look at, you can see his little grasping finger there. Look at that. Recently, just took off. Maybe we'll catch him at the top.
You probably heard us coming. You go, I'm getting out of here.
Look at how rapidly the snow's melting. Looks like it's raining. Getting back here, we're getting into the clouds. Walking along the trail. Turns into a little treacherous in places. Man down.
Man down.
And this time it wasn't me. Man down. Man back up again.
This is similar to what
I think our chances on encountering a rattlesnake have drastically declined. But on the upside, might spot a yeti. There's a graveyard of trees back here. There's a trail over there. Rough going in some spots. Here, for example. Look at this. It's noon. It's probably 75 degrees when out of this cloud. Sun's fully out. This looks like something from one of Sepp's videos from Germany. Okay, we came over here. There's 3 points. Parked my car here, truck here, his truck over here, the Buckhorn. So we've come up this. We are, I'd say about 5.5, 6 miles in. We are at 6880 right here. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're at 6880 here. We've lost the trail completely. We've searched around for about 20 minutes. We can't find it. Fairly icy. Zero visibility. Now, back that way. I see a small trail going down that way. I think that leads around and goes to Twin Peaks. And Twin Peaks being, let's see, 7596 and 7761, I believe. I don't think we're going to make that unless it really clears up in the morning. It's too dangerous. So we're just gonna cruise around here and check this out, have something to eat, and find a place to make camp. And try to work our way down through this gully. This gully looks like it comes down and hits a trailhead that'll drop us down in Buckhorn tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow morning it's a lot clearer. And back to his truck. And if so, it's not on the map. I have another map back in my truck, but there's a bunch of more things I'll take him and show him on the way out. And you guys will be welcome to come along too. There's zero visibility here. And we've got to go down there and walk that ice ridge up another 1,000 feet. So we're going to have to come back another time, maybe. Possibly. I doubt it, but maybe. On a clearer day. But this is the perfect chance to try out our shelters. You're going to like those shelters, I think. We're going to look around these rocks and see if we can find some wild edibles. Look at the clouds, how fast they're moving. Yeah. Look at that. We found this little clearing here at the top. Fortunately, it's a false summit. When the clouds went away, we got to get up there. So we're going to try to spend the night on Waterman Mountain. But we're going to lighten our packs we're gonna have an early dinner. A dinner, lunch, late lunch, early dinner here. A lot of you guys are always asking, how do you bring in that food? How do you make it last? Well, here's how. This is one of those kids, it's my daughter's 3rd grade or 4th grade lunch pail. One of those soft lunch pails. I freeze stuff the night before. Usually I freeze a bottle of water like this when I'm taking something in for a couple days. I mean, today was just overnight. I only froze the food itself. The eggs do not need to be frozen. This steak is for dinner. Not frozen. Next to something frozen. This is frozen. I'll show you what that is. This is frozen. I'll show you what that is. And this steak is frozen for tomorrow's breakfast. This butter was frozen. So I'll put breakfast back in there.
Okay.
Here's some wild edibles we harvested along the way. I bring my oil in an old Grey Goose. They don't leak. Sure, they're a little heavy side, but I value that not leaking. That's getting ready to boil. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll do my steak on top, my squirrel flank, and then the land crab in there. When the water gets up to a good steam and I throw those in, as soon as those start to finish up, I'll put this on. It'll melt. And I have some rice pilaf, Uncle Ben's.
That's what I'm talking about.
Rocky Mountain oyster action. Little surf and turf. Okay, these are those OUTAD chairs. I'll put a link to them. A lot of these chairs have the same exact construction. They go from anywhere from 120 down to, I believe this one's 49.
Yeah, 49.
This one's 49. He's got the REI, and it's the same exact construction. Even the little things. Look at this.
Yep.
That one's probably a lot lighter than this one. This one's, I don't know if it's a lot lighter. Oh, but your crossbeam goes that way, where mine goes this way. Anyway, I'll put a link to this in details. And we got the D-Power stove here. Still kicking. Working at, what I say we're at? 7,000? 6,800?
Yeah.
6,800 elevation. Working good. Here, Lewis.
Pork. Barbecue pork. With Jack Daniels.
Then he's got some hardcore rice. Teriyaki rice. I have snow in there melting to clean it out, so I don't waste my water. There you go. I gave
That's good.
Lewis half the steak, some rice, some of the crab.
It's delicious.
We got surf and turf, rice pilaf. We're set. Dig in. Give us enough energy to make it to the top one. To the next peak. Here's a movie quote for you guys. I'm gonna bring over a couple of hard-hitting guys and we're gonna get medieval on him. Well, I'm going Stone Age. Crawdad, we found in a creek right down the trail here. How is it?
It's awesome. Very good.
Finalizing touch. Get some real butter. Butter?
Yeah.
You ate most of yours.
That's good. Thank you.
This is our view. Clouds came back. How was lunch or dinner?
It was awesome.
It was
Crab,
good.
Steak. Jack Daniels.
Okay, down here. If you could see down there, over in this direction, down there you'd see Devil's Canyon. I believe that's the Devil's Canyon that goes down. I know it is. That's the one that goes down. Let's see, if you're coming up from the West Fork, Azusa, you're coming up Bear Creek, you get past 3rd Campground, you keep going. Before you get to the switchbacks that go up and over to Colebrook, right there by, what is that peak? I forget the name of that peak, but I'll look it up and I'll put it right here in a caption. Anyway, when you go before you get to that, you will have passed about 3/4 of the way there. You will pass a river inlet from the left, coming from the west. That comes all the way up here. Now, on the other side of Twin Peaks, there you have Eagle's Roost. If you drop down there, there's a video. I don't know if it's still up. It was years ago. There's a video of some guys going down some old dried waterfalls, rappelling down from Eagle's Roost into Bear Creek, the upper Bear Creek, where Gabriel and I finished our hike and turned around. So that's where we're located. We are northwest of Eagle's Roost, at the top of Bear Creek. You can't really see it, but in 1889, when the San Gabriels were almost totally wild and unexplored, and grizzlies frequented the area, Bob Waterman and his bride Liz and Commodore Ferry Switzer, all the famed Switzer camp in the Arroyo Seco, made a 3-week trip. There were no trails back then, guys. Made a 3-week trip across the range to the desert and back. En route, they scrambled up the highest mountain in the vicinity to get their bearings. And on that summit, they built a register in honor of Liz, who is believed to be the first white woman to cross the range. The two men christened the peak Lady Waterman. Years later, when the USGS mapped the mountain, they left off the lady part and designated Bob Waterman, who lived many years longer in Pasadena, which would be over that way. Tried putting the lady back on the peak, but to no avail. Today it is known as just as Waterman Mountain. The 8,038-foot Mount Waterman is best known to skiers. There's a ski resort on the other side. I took a picture of it. I'll put it right here. So they crossed from the Pasadena area up to Switzer, up this way to get their bearings, and then over to the desert. There and back in 3 weeks. That's amazing. And you look at those women back then, they're wearing like these low-cut boots type with dresses. I saw one climbing a ladder in an old photo from the 1800s. Some waterfalls dressed that way. It's neat to think about 100, 150 years ago. All those people, Switzer, all those guys, were walking around up here. There was a lot up here back then. There were resorts. All kinds of people lived up here. The flood of 38 took out most of the stuff on that side of the mountain. But there was a stone church. There were East Fork. There were even brothels, hotels, bars. It's all gone. We're real close. Just scrambled. It's a rock scramble. Haven't found any trail. But look where we're going up. It's rough. Right, Lewis?
Yeah. It's a trip, for sure.
It is rough. Take a step forward, slide 2 steps back. But I see blue sky right there. I think this is the highest rock. Look at the cloudage. Don't think we're gonna have much of a view, at least not on this side. Maybe we'll get one on the other side. Look at this old weathered tree.
That's pretty.
It's awesome.
Lines and grooves on
And look at that. We're almost there. I don't want to show you what's in back of me until we get there. It's amazing. Pulls one hand. Trekking poles one hand. Camera in the other. And this is what it's come to, the terrain. Your heart's in your throat with every step. Yeah, that's slick. It's ice.
You know it.
Don't trust that snow. It could be holes.
Okay.
I forgot to show them, but there's some icicles down there about 4 feet long. Maybe I'll get around to showing them later. Try to find some more. Look at this tree. Look at this ice. You don't know what is snow and what is a rock. I mean, what is a hole between the rocks. Oh! There's nowhere for us to put our bivvy right here. Look at that view. Way over there. There's Baldy. Baden Powell. You can just barely get the tip of the peak of Cucamonga and back there where Ice House Saddle drops down. So the Silver Moccasin starts with their Baden Powell, comes down all the way through the range, all the way down through, and comes out way over there. And I've done it. Look at this. And I'm going to do it again. One more time. In reverse this time. They altered the last 11 miles. They made it come down to Chantry. We're used to go across the back of Red Box all the way over the 2. So I'm going to do it from the 2 this way. Maybe we can get over there and put our bivvies, but there's nowhere to put a bivvy up here. Look at this. I'm at the highest peak on top of Waterman. Let me give you my 360. There's Twin Peaks right there. Slow down. I'm sitting on ice and the wind's howling. I'm scared. Lewis! Here's this old tree, look at that. That you're looking at is the 3-night T10 with the cap. We're gonna make some tea, Trangia. Got a water here. There's our 2 bivvies, advanced bivvies. Outdoor research. The headlight you're looking through is the TH. It's the TH10 3-night Let's go to the T10, TH10. You have what sleeping bag?
This is the REI
Radiant. And then you got a liner.
I got a liner.
And then you have that 2 or 3 inch Neo Air.
It's 2 inch Neo Air. And my, what's it? Chiku?
And the Chinook.
Chinook.
So you're set for cold. I have I have the Ridge Rest. Does that mean the Z-Light? I have the Z-Light, my 15. That's it. I'm thoroughly going to test this. But we do have a thicker than usual ground cloth with a foil. And that's the old school candle lantern, made by Candle Lantern, hanging from my tripod. Look at that sunset over there. You can't really catch it because it's around the corner from us, but it's the best we can get from here. Now, back with the headlight on. This headlight, we got our food hung up way over there. It's about 1/8 of a moon. Yeah. A little more than 1/8. About a quarter moon. This flashlight here is the Creant V6CS. Turns on the back. Has a great little clip there. And then you got your, let's see. Let me shut the headlight off. Is your low? Is your low? Off. It comes on at high. That's high, look at that. It's looking back, oh, 200-300 feet, those big trees. About 250 feet maybe. We picked this spot, A, because it's semi-flat. Hard finding flat ground up here. B, blocked by all these rocks. C, blocked by another mountain. One of the fingers of the Waterman Mountain coming down. And all these pines. Blocked by pines and mountain. Blocked by pines and mountain. So the winds here, over there, they're quite strong. I can hear them. Over here, non-existent as of yet. It's early. We're gonna have a hot tea, get in bed and get to sleep early. It's cold, huh?
I don't want to get my bag out if I can help it.
Okay, look at, he's already in his. We got the candle lantern here. We got the tea brewing. The water's already done. Tea's brewing in there, and we'll split it with that. Oh, I got my camera bag here. Let's see. Inside here, I have my pants. They're wet. Socks, they're wet. And I'm leaving my jacket on for now. I'll just have a t-shirt underneath. Let's see. Got my knife here, my boots there, canteen, cook set. Over here, I got my hat and my wallet and stuff in there, phone. Now, okay, here's with no flashlights at all, no headlights. Just the moonlight and the candle lantern. Pretty nice. Here's what we got there. We got that Bigelow raspberry tea. Stuff is awesome. Molly gave it to me years ago. It's great, huh?
Good. It's really good.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Thanks, Molly. I don't think you watch my videos, but thanks. All the same. That is the moon upside down through my no-see mesh. Watch. No-see mesh. Here's this thing, 10 inches off my chest. Loads of room. It's staying up. Plenty of breathing room where I can put this down. I can unzip it, leave it wide open. Right here I can see the stars. It's nice. I like this setup right here. Let's see. So he's got his next to me. Look at that. He's got his set up the same way.
It's nice.
Hoop going up. Net. No see mesh. Any of you guys that do a lot of backpacking and stuff, especially with the ultralight tarp shelters, you know this no see mesh actually holds in heat. Not a lot, but and it keeps the cold out. There's a temperature change. I was talking to Martin about it one time, and when he had it wide open, it was freezing. He closed the no-see mesh. About 10-15 minutes, it warms up. It's amazing. I think it just slows down the escape of the heat. I don't know. But this Gore-Tex is working great. My legs warming up. My feet are warming up. We're gonna try to get some sleep. I don't think it'll be hard. That tea hit the spot, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm warm now. Nice.
Okay, just inside in the morning. Look at this. Zero condensation. Everybody complained about condensation. Zero. No, not from my breath. Nothing. Look at that. All I had open was, let's see, from the pole to here. Just the screen shut, but that, again, 4 inches was open, and the footbox vent was open down there. But that's it. Stayed warm. All I had was this 15, no liner, no socks. Let's see. No socks. And let's see, this t-shirt that Jason gave me. Other than that, that's it. Z-rest underneath me. Now the Z-rest didn't quite cut it. I'm on frozen ground. I'll show you more when I get out. A little blurry in here. Okay, here's with the vent open. I mean the lid open. There's a look around. And there's the Z-rest. Nothing underneath. Ground is frozen. There's our food back there, center of the screen, red bag. Orange, fire orange, whatever you want to call it. Here's Lewis. He's got the screen. See, I had mine closed all the way around. I had the screen open all night, except for over here. And I had zipped all the way to about here. So I had this much breathing. I did fine. And I even turned over on my right, because my left hip started getting sore. Yeah. I was breathing that way. And there's still enough air flow through. Just that and the foot box. You can feel that draft in the foot box, huh?
Yeah.
So there's fresh air. It's not like a regular bivvy where you're breathing that hot air, that warm air.
Yep. All night.
Wow, it's cold out here.
Yeah.
It is cold. We're gonna make some breakfast. We're gonna shoot over here in between Waterman and Twin Peaks. Try to find the trail. If we cannot find the trail, we'll go ahead and go back the same way we came in. 7 miles that way. This way, it's a little over 3. But we have to find that trail. Been unsuccessful so far. Let's see, look at this. 0. I mean, no condensation at all. I'll check all the way down to the foot box in a minute. But it's the most comfortable bivvy I've ever. It's a 4-season shelter, so it's the most comfortable bivvy I've ever slept in. And I think right now, if I would have been in my Terra Nova or one of my 6 Moons designs, or any of the others I have, for sure, my Shangri-La La-Di-Da SL3 Go Light GP tarp, for sure I would have been cold, because you got that 5-inch gap all the way around. But this, I stayed pretty warm. No socks on. Watch. No socks. And I stayed warm. Okay. Condensation test. Look at that. Not even a drop of condensation. I'm gonna set my bag on yours for a minute. Look at this. Those people that are complaining about condensation in this, I don't know. Maybe if you're in a hot, warm, where it's raining, it's warm. But with that vent open, I could literally feel this breeze coming through, riding along both sides of me. Nothing, no condensation. So my rating of it so far is still 5 stars. 5 out of 5. I have not a complaint at all. He slept with his thing open. It stayed open. I slept with mine closed. He had a lot more warmth than I did. 2.5-inch pad, a bag, a liner. You slept with your pants on and your jacket, right?
Yeah.
And neoprene booties.
Yep.
How about the beanie?
Beanie too.
Okay.
Well, I took it off for half the night.
Well, he slept this way,
Yep.
minus the shoes. Had neoprene booties, and he stayed warm. But you had the mouth open.
I had the mouth open.
And I had the mouth closed. But I had a t-shirt, boxers, no shoes, no socks, no booties, and I stayed warm in a 15. And we're in snow. We're on frozen ground. My boots are frozen solid, like steel-toed. Look at this. They won't give it all. Hard to put on. Look at that. They're solid. Feels like I'm walking in wooden shoes, little Dutch shoes. There's no give to these boots at all. East, High Peak, Low Peak, Twin Peaks. jumbo coffee. Go ahead. Double shot of coffee, maybe triple. Steak and eggs. Awesome.
Get that.
What you got in there, Lewis?
Got eggs, jalapenos, onions, sausages.
Oh yeah, let me see those sausages. Oh man.
And I'm gonna warm up these beans to go with that.
My boots are still not thawed out. Some sausages in here. Melting some snow to clean the pots and pans. There are bear here. If you guys come back here. As a matter of fact, this is the most wild area left in the San Gabriels. From here, Twin Peaks, down to Upper Bear Creek. There are game cameras the rangers set certain places. Obviously they won't tell you where. But on the Forestry Service, one of the sites Molly has, something moving over there. You can look at sightings. Most mountain lions and bears, bighorn sheep, and even deer. This is where they're located. So at the end of this video, I'll put a little clip from 2 or 3 weeks ago. It'd be 2 weeks ago. I tried to make it up here. Took a wrong turn, ended up back over here somewhere, and was stopped by 2 juvenile bears hanging out together. And so I knew their mom was nearby. And then I heard the and you could see one of the trees moving, the dead trees. It toppled the tree. It knew I was there. She knew I was there. They knew I was there. They were walking away, but I decided I was too close. She wanted to demonstrate her abilities. It worked. I turned around. I'll just show a small clip from that video because that video turned out to be a failure. I didn't make it to my destination. Everything all clean. Thanks to the snow. Finishing touches. This is off my dad's tree. Here you are.
Thank you.
Fresh squeezed orange juice. Clean Memora blade. The trail should be right back over here somewhere. Lewis, the trail should be right down here. Down by that gully, I think. This tripod's been with me for a long time, and I lost it on my Graveyard Canyon hike last time. Fell out. And I posted the video, and I mentioned on the video that I lost the tripod. Well, a guy named Frank, a friend of mine, he's a scout leader, was back there checking out that trail to see if he could take some scouts back there. and boom, came across this. So he personal messaged me, hey, I found your, actually found me on Facebook. I found your tripod, I believe, describe it. So I described it, and he goes, yeah, I found it. So I met him on his way home, Montebello, off the 605 and Whittier Boulevard, and put it back in my hand. Thanks a lot, Frank. We were camped way up there. We came down just to hit where we were. Go down the saddle, which is down here. But we come across this trail. We took it one way. I started climbing to the backside of Waterman. So I think we found the trail, which is cool because we don't have to recover ground we've already recovered. Actually, though, we covered it in a thick cloud, so visibility was limited to about 20 feet.
You couldn't see this.
But now we're gonna come out. Hopefully, we're gonna come out of Lewis's truck, drive back to mine, and then go down and see a bunch of other cool things. That'll be a separate video. They'll be at the bottom of this. There'll be a link to those, or they'll just follow this. Okay, we're traveling this way, coming down, and we hit this fork, and we're thinking, this looks like the obvious way back. This looks like it goes back up to Waterman. But, come up here, you see this Twin Peaks saddle dead end. Now, there's Twin Peaks. So it makes sense that this is going down. In the book, when you read the book, it says you're going down. So yeah, this goes down and up, and I can actually see part of the switchback over there, I think. So that goes up to Twin Peaks. So we're taking this way back to Buckhorn. I'm glad that sign was there. Oh, here's another trail. What's that trail?
Looks like
that's the one we're on. Yeah, we're gonna go up and around. Farewell and adieu, my San Gabriel ladies. Farewell and adieu, my ladies of Twin. For we've received orders to sail back to Boston. Never more shall I see you again. What's that from, guys? You can tell what movie's on my mind. Taking a little peach tea break. It's hot. Lewis over there taking his long johns off. I'm sweating, and I'm just this t-shirt. I'm baking. It is hot. North side of the mountain. Look at that tree. Look at that.
It's beautiful. Let's take a picture of that. It's a good shot of the Twin Peaks.
Look, there's the Waterman snow lift, ski lift right there. There's a game cam on a tree over there with a solar panel above it, powered, I guess. Woodpecker. Look at that. We're almost back down to the trailhead, the Waterman trailhead. These springs dry up later on in the year. Right now they're flowing. Look at this. Picnic table. You with small kids, less than 1 mile, probably half a mile, from the Crest Highway where the Waterman ski lift is. Come up here and have a picnic with your kids. let them play in the spring. Look at that. Okay, so here's where the trail drops us out. Right next to this fire road. Buckhorn. And Lewis's truck. We've done the full loop.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Great trip. Awesome.
Get back to the truck, I'll show you which 2 hikes we combined. I highly recommend them. But have some experience with locating trails because it's iffy in a lot of places. This is probably the most valuable piece of gear or property any hiker or backpacker in the San Gabriels could invest in. 100 hikes of the San Gabriels. John W. Robinson, now handed off to Doug Christensen. Has a map in the back, comes with a map, comes with a history, what you're going to see, some history, where to park, everything. Now we combined hike 59, 3 points, which is where my truck is at, Saddle, Twin Peaks, Waterman, Buckhorn. We combined that with Buckhorn to Mount Waterman. So we just did a full loop. I'll show you the map. I'm not going to be able to see that great, but there's 3 points. We came across the PCT, came up around the backside of Waterman. We camped right up in this area. We went up to the Waterman summit, came back down here by these Twin Peaks saddle, worked our way around this way, up and around, and out over here at Buckhorn. So we did this complete loop. I believe this is 7 miles. I believe this is about 4. So it's not that much, but it's all uphill and downhill. Plus all the wandering around we did looking for trails. Plus all the peak bagging we did. So we probably put on maybe 15 miles, 16 miles roughly.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great hike. So I highly recommend it. Buckhorn, 3 Peaks, 5 miles down this road. Right now we are by mile marker 5807. Let me see. Yeah, 2 highway 5807. You got the Buckhorn, and the other one was at 63. I'll verify that when we get there. So here I am back in my truck. Sulphur Springs, Santa Clarita Divide, Los Angeles Crest Christian Camp, Horse Flats, Bandito Group, and I believe the mileage thing here is 50. It's right where the Pacific Crest. This is where you start. And if you have that book, it tells you everything. It tells you the mileage. It tells you everywhere. You could do it with one truck. Roughly 5266. I think it's 5280 or 5260. 5280. If you have that book, you could do it with one trip, one truck. But if you do the loop, that's going to add an extra 5 miles walking down the highway. So allow yourself about an extra 2 hours.